So the branch manager summary is completed. So I'm going to show you how it works. So literally every name that you see on the listing is lifted from another planner. So the beginning of a spreadsheet which I lifted will start with an orange line with a start here, and the end of this spreadsheet will be a blue line, the end. So whatever is in between this area is one spreadsheet, and you will see a black button just underneath the start, and if you actually press on it, it will lead you to the original spreadsheet. So let's just say you accidentally type in some letters into this spreadsheet here. So what happened is the whole information will just disappear like this. Yeah, it can be very scary when it first happens to you. So what you need to do is just to delete what you have typed in and give it a few minutes, and everything will show up again. And you can see that's like one spreadsheet, if you can see. So if you find that this file is a bit slow to run, you can actually clear everything and just select the month that you're looking at. Because you got less information to render for the screen, it might be a bit quicker for you. And press OK. So for the opening and closing, well, for everything actually, I've actually started to count from the column O, which includes the entire SG and literally everybody. So the opening and closing, the partner contracted to work, everything is counted for the entire branch. But if you need me to adjust the formula to where to start counting, maybe after the SG group or whatever you like, you just tell me and then I will adjust the formula for the count. Different group of people will start at different times. So on the reference page I have got different trading hours, and I have set the formula to count the opening hours that is listed down here. So for example, if they do a Sunday trade, I would count people who are in any time that include 10 AM and any time that include 11 AM, like that. But closing is easy because closing you just got one closing time, but opening sometimes can be quite hard, and this is actually listed for you to see. The tab 4 weeks, you will have 4 weeks going across and the names at the side like this, because I find that sometimes just finding today within a 2-year spreadsheet is quite hard. So if you look at 4 weeks tab, today is always in this position, so you can see who's actually in for today. And they drop down for these names, so you can actually swap people's around, but at the moment I actually group them by spreadsheets. So whenever you see a line like this and then there's another line, so within those lines these people are coming from the same spreadsheet, which means they're from the same department really. The bridge actually just summarize one day in the life of the 2 years. So really just choose the month and then wait a little while. When it has got a red corner you can choose, then choose a date, and whatever you choose this day, it will just summarize that day, who is actually in on that day. So that would be quite good for something like Black Friday, to see who is in. So when you have got a massive team of people, the meeting tab will become very useful, because you can actually put each person's name side by side with a chosen date. So number 1 is to choose the month. Number 2 is to choose the date that you want to start with. Ideally, you should choose a Sunday rather than the 1st. And then step number 3, choose name. So I'm going to randomly choose some names, and they're from different departments, I'm sure. So because now you have got people's rota side by side, you can actually find a common day that they do actually work. And once you have done that, you can actually just choose it. And when you choose a date, this line will summarize what they're doing on that day. So for example, I'm going to choose 22nd of October. So this person is actually off on that day. Yeah, and then if you are having a meeting, you can actually just choose a time and the finishing time, like this, and then maybe just to have the location, and choose the purpose of the meeting. But I think because all of you have got like the Gmail that does that, but it's actually quite good to see who each other's rota, so you can actually plan for the meeting. So the links tab will link in all the files that is being listed in this spreadsheet. But then again, if you go to the main, if you remember, the first thing I told you is every start will have a black cell which actually link you to the original file. So it's up to you how you find your file, but I think it's actually quite easy just to find it on the same page. If you have any questions, do send me an email. Thank you. Bye bye.